Welcome back to John's Music. It's been a while since our last video. We went through a lot of operational problems in our company since the month of May. However, we have resolved all of them and we are back again doing product reviews for our viewers. This video is specially for people who are looking for more durable guitars when they are looking at a price range of under 20,000. We have something special for you. So without any further delay, let's get right into it. So in today's video, the particular guitar we are doing is Kepma G141. This is part of their Green Earth series and we were very curious of what is it about, so that we are unboxing the guitar right in front of you guys and let's go ahead with it. This guitar came just in a box, there were no accessories inside, came with a very good quality bag, and this is the first time we are seeing a beautiful yellow embroidery on the bag. Yes, we have an Allen key, a very good quality Allen key, and this is with some rubber protection so that it doesn't damage your strings while you're rotating the truss rod. Other than that, a very well padded strap, both the sides, and this is way better than what you receive in the Kepma A1C and EDC series. This is, I believe, something close to a 20 mm padding. It's a very different quality bag, also with a neck pillow that supports your guitar's neck. So this is how the guitar looks. This is the Kepma G141 Grand Auditorium. There is a G131 as well, which is a dreadnought size that we do not have in today's video. We generally suggest the Grand Auditorium shape to most of the people because of its comfortable size, how when you hold the guitar and sit, the guitar sits in well, the nice slope on the shoulder as well. Dreadnought size is something that is not comfortable to most people. However, we are not doing the dreadnought in this video, we are just doing the Grand Auditorium, but you will get a fair idea of how the guitar sounds more or less. Coming to the reason why we have chosen this guitar. This guitar is the first series by Kepma guitars which is made by ALL HPL. HPL stands for high pressure laminate and this whole body is HPL. They are claiming it to be a Tiger Maple HPL. So usually all the other Kepma guitars were made of spruce and mahogany and certain wood combinations other than that as well when you go into the high-end section. This is the first series where HPL material is used. Coming to the topic of why HPL guitars are being used by manufacturers. There is a lot of shortage of wood in the world because the usage of wood is not just limited to instruments. A lot of other usages happen like furnitures and other things like that. So manufacturers tend to lean into multiple options as HPL. In fact, HPL guitars were popularized more by Martin guitars when they came out with their HPL back and side option, and then they even came out with their all HPL guitars. So the manufacturers are leaning into these options. Primarily, one is because of shortage of raw materials and also because of increasing cost of them. So this shift in the industry to HPL guitars or maybe even carbon fiber guitars, we did a video on carbon fiber guitars, the last video you can check on our channel. This kind of change is going to be seen, and that is why we are even exploring this possibility of whether these guitars are still as good as the traditional wooden guitars. So we are not entering into an argument whether an HPL guitar is good or a wooden guitar is good or a carbon fiber guitar is good. It all comes down to the fact what suits you best. For example, you are into a lot of traveling, you might find a carbon fiber guitar more suitable for you. If you are a person playing in a studio and in professional settings, a all wooden guitar might be suitable for you. And if you are a person who is not wanting to be much into the care and maintenance of an instrument and do not want to incur frequent repair costs, an HPL guitar might be even good for you. So this video will even demonstrate the sound. So if the sound suits your ears, this guitar is for you. Coming to the other specifications, we have a neck which is a NATO, which is an alternate for mahogany, which is being used nowadays. This neck has a truss rod which is carbon fiber, which means that it will be pretty stable for that matter. And the tuning keys here are die-cast tuning keys which we find in the E series of Kepma, that EAC, ES36 and the EDC. The headstock is glossy, and coming to the fretboard and the bridge, both are rosewood, so that is good news. Good quality rosewood is being used on this guitar. We even checked the grains They are pretty much straight, so it's very good quality rosewood being used. Bridge pins are plastic as usual. Nut and saddle, however, is of a very good quality. This is ox bone material, which is probably the most durable thing that you can find on saddles, and nuts won't really wear off easily. The neck of the guitar and the whole guitar as itself would not make you feel, oh, this is a different type of guitar. It still feel like a very much a regular guitar. Unlike carbon fiber guitars, they are different shape and sizes, so there you might feel the need to adjust a bit. But however, in this you might not at all come to know whether this is an HPL guitar or a wooden guitar for that matter. Look wise, we really love how this blonde finish it is. I can call it very neat looking, not too white, not too yellow. It's the perfect blend of it, and the contrasting pick guard is really good. Strap nuts are on both ends. Those also look of a different quality than what we have experienced in the entry-level guitars of Kepma. One very important feature construction-wise, this doesn't very much pertain to the customer, is that this guitar is a bolt-on neck, which means that this neck is bolted on the body with the help of bolts. Why is that an important construction feature is, for example, this guitar goes through a very high action in the future, a neck reset is easily possible. Unlike other guitars which are glued, there is a procedure in which you need to heat up and then remove the neck, which is a little more complex procedure in terms of repair. This is a much more easier procedure in terms of repair. So that was the specs and details of the Kepma G141 guitar. We have described almost everything that was required, and now it's the most important thing to check out how this guitar sounds. So that was a sound demo of the Kepma G141. If you like the sound, or if the sound is as per your taste, then this guitar is for you. Coming to the pros and cons of this guitar directly. The pros are that this guitar is constructed well, looks nice, the color doesn't fade away at all because HPL will not really fade off. One main benefit to be spoken about is that HPL guitars do not react to weather as much as a wooden guitar. Wood is hygroscopic in nature, so it will tend to absorb the moisture. It can maybe very moist, or it can be even drying out. HPL guitars do not go through that cycle because it is not exactly a wooden piece used directly into the guitar. So weather resistance wise, in terms of whether you'll get belly bulging or any of that sort, it is going to be a very safe choice in terms of HPL guitars. Sound wise, we really liked how bright and crispy the guitar sounded. The action of the guitar is also very good because of the C-shaped neck. Kepma overall makes very comfortable necks to be played, so the playability is going to be very good. The nut and saddle quality was of surprise for something as a guitar under 20,000. Not many manufacturers use this quality of nut and saddle. And among the pros, one more thing to be added is that this particular guitar model uses the D'Addario XS series string, the 12 gauge. You might want to change the gauge later if 12 gauge is not your thing. But XS series strings are right now the industry top strings, which even brands like Taylor has adopted into their guitars. Earlier it used to be Elixir as an industry standard, but XS series strings have brought a big revolution in terms of how good guitar strings they are. And of course, the very good quality padded bag that they are giving along with the guitar. So overall, these are the pros of the guitar. Speaking about the cons or the negatives to be spoken about, if you are a true traditionalist in terms of how a wooden guitar, how a mahogany or how a rosewood guitar sounds, HPL guitars do not really offer that kind of a variety. Regardless if I call it as an Koa HPL or a Maple HPL, the difference is going to be very ignorable. However, the wooden guitars which has a mahogany or a Koa, rosewood, these all sound very different in their own spectrum. So if you're a person who's very particular to the sound that you want, HPL guitars might not serve you as it is. However, you heard the sound demo in the video, so if that sound is something suitable to your ears, trust your ears because that would not lie. Second negative to speak about is that this guitar is currently only in one color, so if this color is not for you, this guitar is not for you as of now. We are guessing that the Green Earth series is just an initial initiative right now by Kepma. They might come up with more options and colors in the future. The third and the last negative point that we want to speak about is that this guitar is currently only in the acoustic variant. It doesn't come in an electroacoustic variant, so you cannot really plug and play this live. However, if you want us to install a pickup of your choice, whether it's a Fishman pickup, whether it's a double pickup, we can get it installed for you. And one very important point to mention is that this has to be installed by a professional team only. Newbies should not really mess around with an HPL guitars because the way we drill it, the machinery what we use is very different than what you can use on a wooden guitar. So that was the review and demonstration of the new series by Kepma, the G141. We really like the sound as it is bright, and usually beginners to intermediate players usually look for this kind of a bright and punchy sound. The bass is also very good responsive for a guitar in this size. Usually this is the bass that you get through a dreadnought guitar. Overall, a very impressive construction with very low maintenance. So it's a win-win for a lot of guitar players. This guitar goes in our recommended list of guitars under 20,000 rupees. This guitar is currently priced at rupees 18,000 rupees, and there are further discounts available on our website. So if you are interested to buy this guitar, the link to buy this guitar is in the description. You can click that and make your purchase. So that was the review of the Kepma G141. If you have any doubts or queries, you can reach us out on our call and WhatsApp support. If you have found our videos helpful, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel because that is something that keeps us going as well. So thank you again for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more product reviews and educational content. See you in the next video with some more cool gear. Until then, bye bye.